Froggy gets dressed. It was cold. Froggy woke up and looked out the window. Snow, snow, he sung. I want to go play in the snow. Go back to sleep, Froggy said his mother. Do you know frogs are supposed to sleep all winter? Wake up when the snow melts. No, no, cried Froggy. I am awake, awake. I want to go out and play in the snow. So Froggy put on his socks. Zoop pulled on his boots. Zip put on his hat. Zap tied on his scarf. Swip tugged on his mittens. Zoom and flopped outside into the snow. Flop, flop, flop. Froggy called his mother. What? Froggy yelled back. Did you forget to put something on? Froggy looked down. Oops, cried Froggy. I forgot to put on my pants. He flopped back inside. Flop, flop, flap. Tugged on his mittens. Untied his scarf. Took off his hat. Pulled off his boots. He left his socks on and slipped his pants on. Zip. Then he pulled on his boots. Zoop put on his hat. Zap tied on his scarf. Swip tugged on his mittens. Zoom and flopped up back outside into the snow. Flop, flop, flop. Froggy called his mother. What? Yelled Froggy. Did you forget to put something on? Froggy looked down. Oops, he cried. I forgot to put my shirt on. And your coat, added his mother. He flopped back inside. Flop, flop, flop. Tugged on his mittens, untied his scarf, took off his hat. He left his pants, boots and socks on, and buttoned up his shirt. Zip, zip, zip. Then he snapped on his coat. Snap, zap. Put on his hat. Zat. Tied on his scarf. Swip. Tugged on his mittens. Zump. And flopped back outside into the snow. Flop, flop, flop. Froggy called his mother. What? Yelled Froggy. Did you forget to put something on? Froggy looked down. He had his mittens. He had his scarf. He had his coat. He had his shirt. He had on his pants. He had on his boots. He had on his socks. He reached up. Yep, he had on his hat. What could he be missing? Your underwear, his mother laughed. Oops, cried Froggy, looked more red in the face than green. He flopped back inside. Flop, flop, flop. Tugged on his mittens, untied his scarf, unsnapped his coat, unbuttoned his shirt, unzipped his pants, pulled off his boots, took off his socks. He left his hat on and zipped up his long johns with a zip of elastic. Then he put on one sock. Zoop pulled up one boot. Zoop tied on one mitten, tugged on one mitten, started to tug on the other and let it drop, and said, I'm too tired, and went back to sleep. I love you, Genesis.